So, Nicola, thank you for taking a few moments to answer some questions regarding special education and mental health. And I have three questions for you.
Okay.
First of all, why is it important for a principal to be aware of mental illness in the education setting?
It's critical, actually, that principals are aware of mental illness because they are in contact with students on a day-to-day basis, and to really understand why a student is struggling at school, a student who becomes at risk, to know why they are becoming at risk, you would need to have a broad sense of different mental illnesses, and you would then be able to help to navigate to get the services that student would require in order to become well. Often it's the lack of understanding of mental illnesses that can make our decisions as principals may not be the best decision. For example, a student who may be perceived as being non-compliant or being disrespectful in a classroom, if there was that understanding of what that mental illness was, it reframes the whole student, and you can come from a place of, let's look at why the student is behaving this way, let's address the mental illness, and then once the student is well, they'll be able to cope in the regular classroom.
That makes a lot of sense. So what I'm hearing you say really is that the way that you approach a student, a quote-unquote behavior, a problem, can be seen through a completely different lens when you have a better understanding of mental health.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, are the services for mental health improving in education?
I think over the last 5 years there has been an awareness in terms of an education for teachers in terms of what is mental illness, what does it look like, and how might a student present in the classroom, as well as there's been a greater awareness being made of what services students can access to address any mental health concerns that they may have.
Okay, so they are improving. Do you think that there's room for more improvement?
Absolutely. I mean, there's always room for more improvement. We're on that journey of learning more about mental illness, and for teachers in classrooms to be able to recognize that, oh, there might be something more here than a behavior that is not appropriate for the classroom. Teachers are not becoming the diagnosticians, they're not becoming the mental health practitioners, but they do need to have a level of awareness so that they can then direct the student to the parents or guardians to the right sources so that student's needs can be met.
And as a principal, you're speaking to a group of PQP candidates here, and so we're all looking for ideas of what steps as a principal we could take to become familiar with mental illness issues, as well as how best to perhaps equip our staff, our future staff, to being more aware.
Yeah, it definitely would be worthwhile to do that. And in terms of mental health, there are a lot of programs that boards are offering that professional development for principals to help them become aware of mental health issues, as well as the services that are available to them. So I would definitely recommend that principal candidates access those professional development opportunities or online courses as they are going through the program.
So I'm going to ask you one more question that's not on here. So you're a principal of a care and treatment program. So all of the teachers that are under your supervision and your care are working in a clinical partnership.
That's
Many
right.
of them to do with mental health needs.
Yes.
Was this an intentional choice of yours, and if so, why did you choose to work in a mental health partnership?
Absolutely, it was an intentional choice. For all of my career, I have been drawn to work with students who are at risk, and whether as a classroom teacher or as a resource teacher, I've always been drawn to those students, the students that teachers didn't want in their classrooms, and I really felt that as a principal of MacHugh, I'm really able to help to make that difference, to make the services available to students and to support students in their learning.
Thank you very much, Nicola.
You're very
Thanks for
welcome.
sharing with us.
Okay.